Hi there, welcome to the House Nerds. I'm David Lawson.
And I'm Jenny Morris. And as you can see, I am at a different location today, David.
Yes, and we haven't recorded for a couple weeks because you've had some major life changes going on, which we're actually going to talk about a little bit today. So tell us what happened.
Well, we had a couple things happen. We used to live just south of Nashville in Thompson Station and loved it there. But to be honest, it's getting very overpopulated. Tennessee was the number one place to move, and everybody up and moved to Tennessee, which is great for
Yes.
our little state. But we were looking to move a little eastward. So now we're in Dayton, Tennessee, just about 20 minutes outside of Chattanooga.
Okay,
And we love it. Yeah.
cool. So we're going to be talking about moving, the expense that everybody does not anticipate when either building a house or going state to state or even across the city. A lot of people are not prepared for this part of a new house.
Yeah, there's a lot of expenses that thankfully we had budgeted for, but truthfully, we hadn't budgeted quite enough. We're fine, but the things that pop up, you would not realize the things that pop up until
Right.
you hit them. For instance, we purchased this home and we were told that the owners were going to mow the grass. And it's on an acre, and they had not mowed the grass in some time. And so it actually cost us double to have the grass mowed the first time. And we weren't prepared for that. It was pretty costly.
And then you got to buy a lawnmower. And if you're moving to a place that it has different landscaping, you got to be prepared for that. There's also the moving expenses itself. A lot of people want to do it themselves, and they think that's going to save a lot of money. And it does if you can find friends and family, but they're not prepared for all the extra incidentals that come along the way. Oh, I can do it with blankets, and I don't need to purchase moving blankets, or I don't need a dolly. And some of those things come up along the way, and the budget continues to kind of grow.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We decided to do things a little bit outside the box. I'm a penny pincher by nature. And so I got some quotes to move us 2.5 hours away. And we were looking at about 35 to $4,000 for a one-way move. And I just thought to myself, there's got to be a better way to do that. So um, we went and we rented a U-Haul and I hired packers on the front end. Now, good thing to know and learn is that movers will not pack a truck for you and leave it. Insurance wise, if they pack a truck, they have to see it through to the end. So I had to hire just packers to pack our home and our goods into the U-Haul. Then I had to hire packers on the back end at our new location, which there's a gamble there. And thankfully it worked out for us, but we saved over $2,000 doing it that way.
Cool. And there's lots of little tricks you can do like that. A lot of times though, people aren't prepared for a move, right? I've helped lots of people move. A lot of people move like they're still in college and they want to just keep all their clothes in their in their furniture
Yeah.
and throw it in the truck. If you've got really good friends, maybe they'll do that for you. But moving is a great time to sort, but also be prepared. If you do hire a moving company, they know better. They're not going to move stuff inside your furniture. So all of the stuff has to be packed separately, so that your furniture doesn't get destroyed and so that the things inside the furniture are taken care of. So you need to budget adequate time also to for a move, for both the loading and unloading. We've all kind of, we talk about living in boxes or living out of boxes when you first move. You got to budget some time on the back end also to unpack and do that sorting.
And then be able to go back to your old residence and make sure that it's in good standing for whoever's going to be moving in after you. It is a very long process, and it's exciting, but it is exhausting too. So I think it's just really important to be aware and be realistic about what you can do yourself and what you really need to hire out for. One of the things that we did was we put all of our clothing and all of our bedding in trash bags. We double lined trash bags. That worked really well because they could
Saves on
shove it
boxes.
in
Yeah.
between. Well, and they could shove it in between furniture to keep things in place.
Cool.
Another thing that worked out for us is we found boxes on Facebook Marketplace for free.
Yes.
So utilize those tools and resources around you in your community. There's a lot of opportunities if you look for them.
And as conservationists too, we don't want to just throw out those boxes. Please break them down, post them on Facebook again. Those boxes will go through a dozen moves just fine. And so you can find boxes for free. You can find boxes for inexpensive, but you can also help save the environment a little bit in doing that. So then, we talk a lot about being prepared and being realistic and home building and all of the things that go into the trade. So this is just one of those other things about being prepared. But then there's things outside of just the moving expenses. You might move into a house where they told you there was going to be a certain appliance, and they took the fridge with them. Or you might need some light bulbs. The house is older and it has traditional light bulbs, and you want to replace with LED bulbs to save money. There's some things to also be considerate of in there in the finances.
Yeah, right now it's a seller's market, as you know, and we found out last minute that the buyers wanted to take the refrigerator. That happened to us, and so
Okay.
that was a $1,700 hit to our budget. And that was honestly a lower end refrigerator. I mean, it wasn't the best of the best, but we looked on Facebook Marketplace for something comparable, and truthfully, when it comes to appliances, a warranty is
Right.
really important. And so for us, we decided to buy something new so that we could ensure that it was warranted and whatnot. We plan on having it for a very long time.
And
But
get it
again,
delivered.
just like, yeah, and delivered. Although that too, listen, we had damage during our delivery.
Okay.
So they have to take care of that. There's things that
Yeah.
pop up that you just have to manage along the way, manage your expectations, and take a deep breath and just recognize it's not going to be perfect. But at the end of the day, you're in a beautiful home that hopefully
Right.
you enjoy. And that is the goal.
Which is what we talk about all the time too, being in the place that you love and moving to a place that's important to you and it's going to serve your family well. So if you got any
Yeah.
more questions, please always hit us up at housenerds.us. And Jenny, I can't wait to see as we talk about your house, your landscape and all that stuff a little bit more.
Yeah, we're very to be here and glad to share it with you all. Maybe I'll post a little walkthrough of our new home, and we are looking forward to building here in the near future when the market stabilizes a bit. So
Supply chain,
anyway,
that stuff.
yeah, it's all interesting. We're keeping
Yep.
it interesting. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.